Hey everybody, today let's take a deeper look at approach notes. I'm going to break down the solo that I performed in my previous lesson over a minor 1, dominant 4, dominant 5, chord progression. You're going to learn 4 classic licks in total. Looks and sounds like this. Let's break that down. Okay, a close look at the fretboard, getting started breaking down that little mini solo in the key of B minor. Alright, here I have the B minor 7 chord. Basically what we're doing is building some licks using this concept of approach notes. Taking the notes that we have in the minor pentatonic scale and spicing up the possibilities by using approach notes. Whatever note is down a half step from your scale tones. Particularly those that you find inside the minor triad, okay, B minor. But it's also going to work over the second interval, the note that we find inside the natural minor scale. Alright, that's going to give you a very cool jazzy flavor. Okay, getting started with lick number 1, it's going to look and sound like this. 1, 2, 3. And real slow. Okay, so that began on the tail end of the B minor 7 chord. 1, 2, 3. Using that lower neighbor, that approach note, going up to the 7th fret of the B string, sliding with some vibrato. Then from there, the 4 chord's going to come in, which we're playing as an E9 chord, and we're going to play. Alright, break that into 2 parts. That's part number 1, 9th fret of the G string twice, then pulling off down to 7, before going to the 9th fret of the D string. Alright, then we're going to play. That was the 7th fret of the G, 9 on the D, down a full step, and then back up to the root note 9, 9. That gets us into the next measure of music. You put lick number 1 together and it should sound like this. Alright, let's try it with the backing track. 2, 3. Okay, now into lick number 2. It's gonna look and sound like this. And real slow. Getting myself up into the upper extension of the B minor pentatonic scale. Okay, so here I'm using the triad to set up my lick. Now this is one of my favorite things to do, especially when I'm doing some minor soloing. Rather than just playing a single note to start a lick, I want to add a little bit of texture and robustness by starting my lick using some harmony. And we're going to scale up. Alright, that was 9, 10. And then we're going to use that approach note, sliding from 8 up to 9. Alright, then we're going to play. Alright, that was 7, 10, 7, slide. Alright, from there you're in the upper extension. Okay, where you have a ton of other possibilities. Alright, but we're going to go back down into the main scale position. Alright, so far you have 1, 2, 3. Alright, now the next lick we're going to have looks and sounds like this. I like it. It's a very simple descending lick. And real slow. A very simple lick that shows you that you often don't need a ton of notes to make a lick special. Just using the minor pentatonic scale is oftentimes enough, especially when you're implementing these cool little embellishments. So we're starting off sliding twice up to the 7th fret of the high E string, once again using that lower neighbor. Then 10-10, down to the 7th fret of the B string. Alright, the first time normal, then the second time sliding up in. Then part 2 of this lick. Okay, that was the 9th fret of the G string twice. A little vibrato, and then a pull off down a full step. Next we're going to slide 9 up to 11 and back. Before an optional pull off coupled with that vibrato. You put that full lick together and we have. Okay, adding that into the mix with the backing track. 2, 3. All right, that's our last lick. One more time real slow. 1. Okay, so here we're coming in an 8th note after the first beat, and we're going to be outlining the B minor chord shape, playing those lower neighbors. All right, so that was 9, 8, 9. Then we're going on to the 7th fret on the G, B, and high E strings. So 1. Now we're going up to the minor 3rd and doing the exact same thing. That was 10 down to 9. Make sure that you're picturing that triad the entire time, and also you're allowing your minor pentatonic scale to be your safety net. From there, you can build upon it. It's always there for you if you get lost, but all this other stuff you can add on top of the minor pentatonic scale, and it can just be icing on the cake. Okay, so 1. Then part number 2 of the lick. Real slow. Okay, so I started off a pull off, 12th fret of the high E string down a full step. Next we're going to slide 12 up to 14 and back. All right, so far we have. Next we're down to 10, 12, and then sliding up to the 10th fret of the high E string, that minor 3rd. Before resolving to the 12th fret of the B string. I like to play that note twice, vibrato, and then do a little quick pull off, which is very, very subtle and is designed to make the lick sound a little bit more like the human voice. Okay, you put all that together and we have our final lick. 1. Okay, you add that into the mix and we have the full solo. I'm gonna play it for you, then I'm gonna play it for you at a super slow speed, and you're gonna see if you can play along. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now playing that exact same solo, real slow. 1, 2, 3. Lick number 3. Alright, 4 classic licks utilizing that lower neighbor, the approach note, and adding a lot of style to your minor pentatonic licks. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Remember, you can head to patreon.com/swiftlessons if you need a PDF study guide and also Guitar Pro. Enjoy your practice.